Gosh, what an absolutely
That's
massive
why we
play to
all
start
love
the
it.
game.
Sit
Is he
down.
going to get the
We're
one
the
shot? He
same
gets the
level.
one hit KO!
Hey you, yeah. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't usually do this, but this is my call to action. Yeah. These videos, these Pokemon Feet videos, they take me a long time, like 4 days to make.
Like 4 days and like 6 minutes even.
And so, if you guys like them, you gotta tell me, because I won't keep making them if you guys don't. The last one went crazy. I think it's because of the good content I put in there instead of the clickbait. These other ones that don't go crazy, I need you guys to tell me if you like it. Show me you like it. Do it your own way. Do you like to like videos? Please like it, please. Do you like to leave comments and saying you like it? Please do that.
Do it.
Do it.
You just be unique about it too, but be straightforward.
Because I need to know. He needs to know.
Yeah.
We need to know.
Just go ahead, say it. Just say it. Like,
Do you even know?
be like, you fat jerk. I love your stuff. Show your
Please.
grandma.
Show your mom. Show your brother. Show your friend. Show your enemy.
Show your brother's grandma.
Show everybody. And yeah, guys, it means a lot. So, without further ado, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Feet.
What up, peeps? We're about to get down on some Pokemon Feet. Pokemon facts, Easter eggs, and trivia. Oh yeah! Let's do it.
The Titanic was a great movie, right? Well, it would appear so at least, seeing as it's currently considered the second highest worldwide grossing film of all time. Opening weekend alone, the movie pulled in over $28.5 million. But you know what? Pokemon the first movie was also pretty good too. What's astonishing is that this little Pocket Monsters movie took in a little over $31 million during its opening weekend. Take that, Titanic. A man named Takeshi Shudo was the chief writer for the original series of the Pokemon anime, as well as the sole writer for the first 3 Pokemon movies and the Mewtwo Returns TV special. That being said, according to his anime novelizations, we can actually determine Ash's real birth date. Mr. Shudo states that Ash's birth is 10 years, 10 months, and 10 days exactly prior to the day he began his Pokemon journey. Being that the same work that this information comes from declares that Pokemon trainers obtain their first Pokemon in April of the year following their 10th birthday, and the anime itself began broadcasting on the 1st of that month in 1997 in Japan, Ash's birthday, if April 1st was the first day of his journey, would be May 22nd, 1986. Translating is hard business. Vietnamese crystal version, anybody? But with this in mind, the Spanish translation of the first generation Pokemon games is known for being extremely poor in quality with tons of translation errors. One of the more remarkable mistakes is the translation of the move Slam into Portazo, which literally means door slam in Spanish. This name remained attached to the move all the way until Generation 6 when it was finally changed to the term atizar, or the Spanish verb meaning to poke. Ivysaur never really received all that much attention in the anime, and this lack of the spotlight can be seen in an oversight the Pokemon's Pokedex entry has in the red and blue versions of the game. Ivysaur's Pokedex entry states it loses the ability to walk on its hind legs as the bulb on its back starts to bloom. Despite this fact, Ivysaur sprite in these games shows it on its hind legs. Way to go, Game Freak. Way to go. Onix, a rock ground dual type Pokemon, can, as a matter of fact, use a couple of dragon type moves, such as Dragon Breath and Dragon Tail. It would be easy enough to just write this fact off as a strange occurrence, but the game developers actually put a little bit of thought into this beforehand. In fact, Onix is partially based on the worm, not W-O-R-M, but W-Y-R-M, which is a dragon-like creature that originated in English folklore, and thus they wanted to represent this fact in the Pokemon's move pool. Pretty neat. Did you know that there is a correct number of heads a normal Executor is supposed to have, and that number is 3? Despite this fact, both the anime and the games have portrayed the Pokemon with up to 5. While on the topic of Executor, the CEO of Pokemon, Mr. Ishihara's favorite Pokemon is Executor. He actually used it throughout the entire debugging and testing stages of Red and Green. Porygon's evolution line is pretty freaking strange, but when you think about it, they actually make sense. The fact that Porygon 2 is lighter and sleeker than Porygon is a reference to the similar trend of real-life technology. Just think about it. Cell phones, computers, you name it. And while we're at it, despite the fact that Porygon-Z was said to have malfunctioned upon upgrade, the title of the dubious disc implies that it was tampered with. Thus, Porygon-Z probably exists from malicious intent, and perhaps explains why its animation is freaking out all of the time. You may have thought the name Lillipup was a mixture of the words little and puppy, but that's not necessarily true. Lillipup's name is actually a reference to the Lilliputians from Gulliver's Travels, who were a race of small people, only around 6 inches tall apiece. This is the reason why the anime emphasizes how small Lillipup is occasionally. Black and White are the first games in the Pokemon series to use the term shiny Pokemon, thus finally making it a true canon term. Prior to this, NPCs in previous generations made references to different colored Pokemon in general sentences, but never referred to them with any sort of specific name. Interestingly, however, the term alt color appeared on the list of words the player can input as a phrase or response during various points in the games, alluding to the fact that this may indeed be the original term the game developers had in mind for what we now call shiny Pokemon. Let's stick with Black and White real quick. If you visit Icarus City in the winter, the very same Team Rocket grunt that stole the power plant part in Gold and Silver can be found living in a house there. He speaks of how he used to work for Team Rocket and moved back home to Unova to start up a new Team Rocket headquarters. However, he eventually chose to start a family instead. And to round out our facts for today, Dragonite's shiny form is usually harped on for being especially ugly. But did you know that its color scheme was inspired by Elliot the Dragon from the 1977 live-action Disney movie, Pete's Dragon? Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to leave a like or even a comment. Both of those are pretty amazing. And if you really liked what you saw and you think you could put up with me again, maybe even hit that subscribe button. Either way, thanks so much for watching, and see you guys next time on Pokemon Feet.
Who's that Pokemon?
Foot.
Lilligant!
Foot.